he can be the one melting the team and be the carry that Vitality needs.
Yeah, if you can get to that late game, it can be incredibly powerful. But he does have to get there, and we talked about the power of skirmishing. Shield of Daybreak onto Fleshy. That's aftershocks exchanged between the two supports. Zenith plays to the backline. Serin looks at the accelerated shock blasters. The flash away from Lyncas. Fleshy now in for a world of hurt as Daglas lands the Q3 knockup. That 3-talon strike. Fleshy has no flash, no escape. First blood, Heretics.
A really nice aggression there by Daglas. He
Still a lead for Daglas, as here's the Grand Starfall, and Hype has no flash. The shield bolt into the spear is enough. Naak Nako survives the couple of taps. You have so much more playmaking possibilities, especially into low mobility carries. Like there's a Syndra on the other side. Pantheon doesn't have a huge amount of mobility. He can put up the Aegis Assault, but if you solo
out, I think this is a really good time for Vitality to engage.
There we go. Grand Starfall on towards the backline. Magnet Storm as well on way, and there's no way out for the Heretics support.
And he used his Aftershock. He used his W. He has no tankiness. He's so squishy, so easy for Vitality to take down, and they recognize it really nicely. And that does mean that the second Dragon now is going over to Vitality.
The only saving grace for Heretics is the fact that Fiesta used his TP when he really didn't need to. It was a cherry on the top of the cake, but the cake was already gâteau. It was no longer gâteau, you know? On his way across, meanwhile on the top side, Wei looks for the Solar Flare, only lands the slow. Fiesta low mana though, has to flash away from the Intofo.
Team Heretics getting some pressure across the map here. Daglas is walking around as well. He wants to go onto Fiesta, chunks him down. They can look for a dive here.
I think it's a full dive angle. Where are we in terms of TP as well? Naak Nako does not have his. And Heretics have one to spare. They'll walk to Fiesta, flash Shield of Daybreak to get the CC. Tracyn tanking it. Mega Inferno Bomb clips onto the edge of the Syndra, and that's enough. And now, I mean, Flesh is going to try and walk away, but no real escape for him. Heretics, 2 on the top side, a tower. They'll lose a couple of plates on mid-tower, but they still have Tracyn's TP, so he can TP in. This is really nice stuff from Heretics.
They can go for more. Maybe Hype can even get this tier 2 here with the Satchel.
Needs about 1 plate on the Satchel these days, and it looks like they are just Naak Nako doesn't have TP, and even if he does, Serin's trading on him in bot, and now Fiesta has no flash. All out goes Tracyn, and all down goes Fiesta. Magnet Storm going on to Serin as well. He flashes across the wall. Naak Nako's already dead. Kazi on the chase, flashes in, gets one, and now he's going to try and open up on Daglas when becomes lightning as he dashes away. Mega Inferno Bomb only going to clip onto Lyncas there as Wei goes back. Protoplasm Harness healing him up. 3-talon strike. Kazi went too deep. They get him. Daglas falls, but now Hype's here to join the party, and Lyncas feels the pain. A Shield of Daybreak for the stun. A Satchel as well as Hype will chase Lyncas down, and Heretics clean it up. Never mind. The Southern Skies for Lyncas. Heretics clean it up in the end. Messier than it should have been, but they get there.
Oh my god, it's an absolute fist fight as 5 members end up rolling for... I don't think Vitality should fight this Drake, but they're fighting. Okay, let's see.
It's Vitality. They love to fight. On the hunt goes Kazi, looking to chase in. Uses the spell shield on the one becomes lightning. Wei goes very deep. Shield of Daybreak will get the stun onto Lyncas, but he was able to walk away, and the Solar Flare doesn't find any connections, meaning Vitality are now 1-0 up. Scatter the Weak back on stack. Just the edge.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who's like, okay, any more and I'm out.
Also, Serin's still not here, so at this point,
as we know, costs money and gives you nothing out of it. No stats, no mana, none of those good things.
No, but
that
it
you
sets
need.
your, or at least control around it, so as Vitality is able to pick up the top tower. Team Heretics, their Nash damage is quite low, but since Tracyn is so far ahead, and they have a Leona as well, they can tank the Nash for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would love to see Tracyn push out this bot wave, move towards the Nash, and then they just start the Nash. And they just tank it and force a fight that way. As long as Wei is able to find some sort of flank or find a good solar flare.
It's not a full Rabadon's as of yet. He doesn't have the hat on. He has picked himself up a nice little injection of AP. On the other side, Kazi has enough flash. The Drake has been begun as Tracyn dashes away with the path makeup. Now the question is, can Vitality get in here? The poke's still not really poking.
The poke is not poking, Medic.
Wind becomes lightning across the wall. Scatter Weak is down as well as Daglas sticks on the Drake for now. That's a good shot blast. Takes a little bit off as Lyncas now begins to step further forward. Pathmaker in as Tracyn tries to separate them. There's the Drake, but Tracyn falls the Magnet Storm. Crescent Guard out from Daglas to split up the fight, but now Naak Nako with a satchel charge. Mega Inferno Bomb and double flash out from Naak Nako and Lyncas. Wei gets the Protoplasm procced onto him. Daglas in the middle of the pit has no flash. He's sacrificed. The rest of Heretics just trying to get away. A couple of pings towards the Baron from Vitality.
Can Vitality do Nash? That's the big question.
Starfall in as well. Hype TP to the mid lane tower as he has got his Rabadons complete. If he can get there, he can poke down a little bit, but it looks like Heretics have given up any idea of fighting this one.
So Tracyn recognizes this, sacrifices his life to make it so it's not a 50-50, but then a really so much wave clear on the side of Team Heretics that they should be able to hold.
Especially with the Rabadons already for Hype. He is 3 items strong. Lord Dominic's regards finished though for Kazi now, so he will begin to melt through Tracyn. Go for this play. Daglas looking for the long flank. Serin can look for a shot blast as well, but in the end, Vitality are able to walk away. They're on the hunt from Kazi, giving them that extra little bit of movement speed they needed at the start of it. Scatter the week on Serin. Fiesta with this 2,000 gold lead he's accumulated. Now really making Serin hurt. It feels like Vitality's poke actually stronger than Heretics now.
Solo outpoking the Jayce and the Ziggs in this one, as they're able to get the bot lane inhibitor. I think Hype overstayed a little bit on mid lane. He wasn't using the Ziggs wave clear to try to help out that bot side. As I don't think if they can trade it for an inhibitor and pressure on Nash, spawning in 2 minutes, that's really nice for them. He doesn't have his TP though.
Good poke onto Fiesta this time, and onto Lyncas. Daglas actually in a great position. Solar Flare Heck, the Rocket Belt away. Mega Inferno Bomb takes Fiesta down. He's going to have to recall, no TP. Will Vitality take this fight? It looks like they will. Fiesta staying around, the Drake already down to about half health, 5k on it. Fiesta still stepping forward. Naak Nako in the mid lane is going to take down the inhibitor tower. That will be the Drake to Heretics.
And the poke poked. Team Heretics, they were able to poke them out, so there's no fight to be had. Although Naak Nako forcing the flash from Tracyn, I think he can probably get the inhibitor.
Yeah, last strikes with the Triforce. Gets through it very quickly. That will be the inhib. Next major objective has to be that Baron in 30 seconds, but you can see Vitality just trying to get 3 waves pushed in.
Yeah.
Make sure that Heretics cannot get out of their base, so they can just walk back and take this Baron at a leisurely pace.
And Karsi picked up the Vamp Scepter, so he has some life steal for himself.
And Daglas picked up that Boomerang, so he's losing some life for himself. So the Boomerang Blade comes out from Kazi. Again, Kazi kind of just walks straight into that bouncing bomb, even taking the Mega Inferno Bomb as well into the minefield. Okay, like, Hype does damage. Not like Vitality don't have go buttons of their own. As you say, Flash Magnet Storm, a massive, right? A good scatter of the week. A Flash Shield Vault, in fact, from Lyncas will start a fight. So if you see 2 people on the bottom side.
But Daglas is recognizing it. He's just started this Nash. He knows that they need to fight right now, or Naak Nako can pressure to end the game.
Kazi's running through mid. Kazi and Naak Nako are looking to pressure together to end the game as Daglas dashes away from Vitality, way on that front line. The Nexus is the target for Vitality. First Nexus tower already down to half HP. It's gonna fall. Kazi here, the TP's in from Heretics as they try and defend Grand Starfall as well. As it looks like Wei, he's lost it. Lost his way in the jungle, no escape. No path with sweets on it, no Hansel and Gretel way out of this one. Wei dies to the unleashed power, while Daglas looks for the engage. Crescent Guard down, Tracyn from the Q3 on the Kazi can't land it. Heretics lose their support, lose their jungler, and really lose any hope of closing out this game. Lyncas still on the chase. Tracyn uses the Pathmaker, but Serin's forced away by Fiesta. Lyncas low, but he still has a Guardian Angel, as Tracyn will die to Kazi, who flashes the wall to make sure he secures it. Fiesta dies to Serin and Hype, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. The Nexus towers the target for Vitality as they call Heretics bluff around the Baron and take down game 1.
A great macro sequence from Vitality. They recognize we don't need the Baron Nasher, we can just threaten the end. And Team Heretics, they don't have a response. Vitality taking game 1 against Team Heretics.
No, it has an asterisk next to it, right? Because I look at Vitality and they just have a ton of damage. Currently, Aatrox is bot lane. They have until about now. Goes forward, Hype has to flash away. Serin going in for the engage on Fiesta, who has no flash. Daglas here as well, alongside Wei. And Fiesta, it's a party, but unfortunately, you have been uninvited. The Winds of War takes him.
He lives. I feel like Fleshy was not on the same page there at all with Lyncas because he ran away after the initial CC landed, but he gets the hook now off the Tracyn.
Petrifying Gaze comes out, Hero's entrance as well, as Tracyn's already dead. Hero's entrance forces Kazi's exit.
Serin has to burn the flash at least, 1 for 1. I think if he just sits on the no magic, or if he buys the Hex Drinker, oh, he might be dead.
Nako flashes in, Tracyn here, nowhere near the Mega, as Naak Nako goes in and perfectly executes his enemy Leona.
A big misplay by Tracyn there.
He walks now going to be taken by Daglas in exchange for those grubs. You can tell, like, Vitality know they have pushing lanes, so it's like, well, we'll prioritize the grubs. We're playing well around top. If we can get some... People didn't say the same about lane swaps, interestingly.
No, but that got really boring.
Dragon's Rage kick on the top side is Tracyn. feels the 2v1. No lane swap here, but still an outnumbered fight. Flash away from Lyncas. Okay, we need a replay of that.
Wait, did he miss the
flashed
flash?
nothing. Maybe he was timing it, but he flashed nothing.
He's in trouble.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's caught in the cataclysm with the heroes then just coming down.
flash.
Okay, yeah, Karsi is very much in trouble. The Winds of War will spell his death. And now Fleshy needs to find a way out of this situation, but I think that's going to be pretty tricky too. 2 kills to Heretics in answer for the 1 from Vitality.
And it feels pretty criminal that Team Heretics is getting away with these plays, because it's Vitality that are making the initial aggressive play, but then Vitality on the cross map don't respect, and with the Galio move from Serin, they're able to pick up now 2 kills in bot and 2 deaths on Karsi.
Oh, it's a Galio? Rocket Bell? Yeah, Naak Nako doesn't have perfect execution. I think if that was the Gnar, and so he's not going to be able to get there with Mega stacked up. Drake will be secured by Vitality, and Heretics, well, they're like a lot of people
seen it
because it's sold out, obviously. And I don't know the source material. Apparently it's been out for a few years.
For us,
yes. That was funny. Backstage, Oda was like, hey guys, I watched the Odyssey. Can I do some spoilers? And we're like, man, it's been out. They got rid of the support penalty. You should just farm as we see it engaged in the mid lane. Karsi gets in the Herald and dodges the hero's entrance. They gets all the knockouts on the way out. He's going to slam himself into the wall, out of harm's way. Petrifying Gates coming down as well as Fiesta joins the fray. Serin down. What a play from Vitality.
Woo! Karsi is the driver. He drips the Herald into all of them, avoids the CC. Maybe Vitality can pick up the mid tower as well. Naak Nako's hitting bot. It's roll and drift all over, and the fight just goes in their favor as they can run Team Heretics down.
No, it's bullying at this point. Naak Nako, come on, man. DCS lead and a 4,000 gold lead after he takes this tower.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is Tracyn is living up over.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, Lyncas with the kick behind. They jump onto Hype. Naak Nako assassinates him, and now Serin is there. Gets the taunt onto Naak Nako, who is tanking the tower. There's a double for the Akali as she walks away in her Twilight Shroud. Lyncas dashes back with the safeguard as Heretics go in with the Cataclysm, but this just flashed away by Vitality. Heretics are chucking everything in the kitchen sink after Fleshy, and they will pick him up in the end.
He's in here, that he dies as well. And you can see the low HP bars on Vitality. Team Heretics, they want to go for it. Tracyn fails the dash over the wall.
Naak Nako's going again! Hype tries to rocket belt away. He will escape. Answer down from Karsi as he goes for more. Naak Nako executes another as Daglas has to flag and drag his way away.
Fleshy for camps.
Yeah.
Not what you want to see.
At least he's not losing like Blabber.
True. Fiesta fighting with Tracyn. Naak Nako's on his way. Naak Nako might stop just to clear the way before he comes across.
Nope.
World Ender out from Fiesta. You had excitement for a second. Fiesta does almost fall. Tracyn is going to go mega. Naak Nako still coming across. Delayed himself to take the minions underneath the towers. Fleshy lands the concussive blows, staggering blows auto attack. And Tracyn's going to go down as Naak Nako shurikens in, dodging the wallop, then dashes away from Serin. Heretics still throwing everything after this Akali. Another dredge line in from Fleshy. Daglas there with a flag and drag, but Naak Nako sidesteps it. He's got so much movement speed. This guy's untouchable. Dashes across the wall again, then dashes back to the Twilight Shroud. Way feels the pain of the Dark-in blade. Naak Nako still looking to be engaged. Perfect execution, about to come back off cooldown. He holds off on it. He decides against it.
No way.
And he goes back in. He just gets another. Hero's entrance becomes an exit.
Oh my god. They're just having fun, Medic. They're just making fun of them.
I think we can say the hype has well and truly died for Heretics, as they are now 7,500 gold behind. Naak Nako still has Seekers in case Wade tries anything tricky. And yeah, 8,000 gold ahead at 21 minutes. This one is pretty donezo here, Jack.
Yeah, they're just going to set up the Nash. He ends up dying. But then once... I mean, we got another fight here. Naak Nako wants to kill Serin, and I think Serin maybe wants to kill Tracyn too.
Yeah, I don't think you really have a choice after Naak Nako decides that you should die. As Tracyn will go down, Fiesta uses the World End to try and close the gap here onto Serin, who's just running to the wrong side of the map. Justice Punch still finds Fiesta, who will auto him one more time to secure the kill. Meanwhile, talk about cross-maps, Vitality are cross-mapping on themselves. They're going to do the Baron, while 2 of their players are in the bottom side of the map.
And Naak Nako allows it all to happen. Team Heretics, they might try to contest the Nash, but they have no vision on it, so Daglas would need to get the flag in to get the vision. Hype might just get one shot over the wall.
Control ward across the wall.
Okay.
There's it's only Fiesta. Naak Nako can't join.
Naak Nako doesn't have TP.
Okay, come on, Daglas. This one's for all the marbles, and by that I mean you probably still lose the game as Lyncas jumps across. Dragon's Rage kicks Hype away. Dredgeline in as well. Kazi just tanking the bow while all of this is happening. Naak Nako's on the inhibitor right now. Wave falling low in the pit. Okay, Vitality win the fight. It's just chaos, and Vitality thrive in this sort of situation as Naak Nako almost takes the inhib
Yeah, that's the perfect
down.
execution. I think he can 1v2 this if
Fleshy
they go too
looking
deep.
for supportal combat. Riptide won't be enough to kill off Wei, but another Dredgeline dodged away with the Shadow Dash. As you say, Naak Nako probably could have taken the 2v1, decides this time to let his opponents survive. But that inhibitor's going to go down pretty sharpish, and Vitality can just push in 3 lanes.
Yeah, they can get triple inhibitor here and seal Team Heretics' fate. They don't need the soul this game.
If we allowed surrenders in professional play, this is one of those ones where I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, can we get the gold graph up again? What's the gold lead on Naak Nako now? 7,000? Maybe 8,000?
It's probably something around that vicinity. It seems like at the moment we only have the team fight heads-up display. However, you do have a monitor next to you, Jack. If you press X on your keyboard,
I will do that.
It will show you the gold of all the players.
It's not working.
Is it X? Is it O? I thought it was X. So you press Z.
It is X.
It is X, yeah.
So he's up. Now I need to do math, though.
Okay, so
he's up 7,500 gold.
7.5K.
Yeah.
The team now up 12.8. And for Heretics, it's a poor start to their split.
Yes,
I think game 1 they showed us some
though.
good spots. Man, like, the problem is, Jack, I agree. It looked like Fiesta perhaps had inted a little bit.
Yeah.
But even if he dies, the other side of the map is on fire.
Yeah.
You need to get in those planes that get water out of lakes to try and put out this burning for Heretics in their base.
They're trying to go onto Fiesta again, and they should be able to take him. Oh,
he's got World Ender, so he's going to heal quite a lot through this. The Stand United from Wei as well, as Vitality now begins to close in. A 3v1 very quickly becomes a 5v3. Petrifying Gaze makes it a 5v2. As Serin, I mean, he's going to die. Lyncas takes him out. Daglas running the wrong way, as there's still a tower there. Heretics have yet to take a single tower in this game as Naak Nako takes his 3rd inhibitor of the push. Daglas falls as well. Does look like Wei will manage to escape and can try and defend with Tracyn and Hype. And Tracyn is at 1 item and Naak Nako's on 3.5.
It feels like
a sinking ship. And we come back to the Odyssey. It's Spiral learning, everyone.
Yeah.
A few sinking ships there as Cersei has had her way with Heretics, and this game they've been more oinking than playing, as they've been constantly pushed behind by Vitality. Dash in from Fleshy. The Nexus Tower is the first target here for Vitality as Wei falls low. Protoplasm Harness healing him up. Kazi flashes for the Petrifying Gaze. Wei is down. The first Nexus Tower goes down as well. A hero's exit coming out from Serin as he just tries to retreat to the fountain, but those waters will not save you. Fiesta heals up with the World Ender. Gnar into the wall. The first one we've really seen from Tracyn. And they will kill off Fiesta. Lyncas has a Guardian Angel, and now Naak Nako turns his attentions over to his enemy top laner and helps Lyncas secure the kill. Hype has the flash from Naak Nako on the fountain. A dash away, but he takes the fountain laser. Vitality should still be able to close this one out, as Serin and Hype just don't have the DPS to stop the